Hello, hello, hello. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Hello, everybody. How are you? It has been so long. I can't believe it. 2 weeks, 2 streams in April. Gone from vacation. But how is everybody? How are you all doing? We are going to do some recapping of my vacay, and then we're going to do some kind of weird stuff today, just to get like caught up on life, honestly, on the things I need around the house, on just everything. So you're legit going to be making dinner with me today. I need to make some chips because we have some salsa and no chips, so we will be making chips, right? Let's go! And then we're going to be making some cookies because I have no desserts in this house besides a little bit of ice cream, and I want some cookies. I love my chocolate chip cookies, and I just got some monk fruit, so I really want to try it with the monk fruit. So I believe everything is going to be on a stove today, which is amazing, except for the cookies. So let me start right heating that up. Let's start by the 375 to do some baking. Oh my gosh, but how are you guys? How did everything go? I cannot believe it. Like, it has been a little bit wild. It's just been, it's been insane. Oh, I realized I'm making chips and I need to get my tortillas out. Hold on. Gotta grab my tortillas. So that way, that's what we're gonna start with today, is just tortillas and making chips. Like I said, we make our own chips here at home. Honestly, it's because we love them. We love making our own chips here at home. I haven't gone down the salsa route of finding a good salsa recipe that we love to use. But our markets make some really good, like, fresh salsas. So I kind of stick with those. But yeah, we don't chips. We used to get our chips at the market, like the fresh chips they made. Then they stopped. I mean, I just think they stopped salsing. My mic, sorry guys, my mic came off. I don't want to say they stopped salting the chips, but they started giving us not as much salt. We like our salt in this household. And honestly, they started giving you half the amount, which I get at food prices, but for the same price. So it's like, okay, you know, what the heck is gonna happen? All of that. So I make our own chips. Top Dogs likes his very crispy, so you guys are gonna be like, you're burning those. That's how Top Dog likes them, and he's the one who wants the chips. So that's what I'm gonna make chips today, his way. What up, Master? How are you? WrestleMania was crazy. We weren't actually in town. So recap, I'll start some of the vacation talk because I've been gone for 2 weeks. So I actually went on a girls' trip to Cancun, and it was lovely. It was absolutely wonderful. Me and my best friend, no joke, went to the beach, did all these things, read books by the beach, just all that stuff. And it was the most calm, like, chill. We're not like big partiers. But then, after a week of that, Mexico. Cancun, Mexico. But then after that, we flew in. So, to give you an idea, the easiest way for West Coast, right? I feel like East Coast always goes, Florida or the Caribbean, right? Like, that's like where you travel for a tropical vacation. West Coast, we all go to Mexico, and like south side of Mexico. So like Cancun, why can't I think Cabo San Lucas, like all those places. So we, her and I, her family had a townhouse or a timeshare in Cancun, and they weren't using it this year. So they were like, do you guys want to use it? And we were, of course, like, yes, please. So we went to Cancun, and the best way to get there and cheapest is you actually fly out of TJ. So I left Vegas, flew into San Diego to visit my friend for a night, and then the next day we woke up, went into Tijuana, and flew out of Tijuana to Cancun. And we were there for a week, and then we flew back to Tijuana, and Top Dog picked us up at the border. They make it very easy. I say like the border like it's crazy. Like they have a whole thing there from the airport to the border. Like it's this crossing. So you go over. He was there to pick us up, and then I was in San Diego at that point for 5 days. And during those 5 days, that was like Easter Sunday. That's when WrestleMania happened. So I will say from friends that I know that were still in town, they said it was crazy. The streets were wild, like there were so many people. But that, it's kind of, that's how it was. It was the same for Super Bowl when it was here, kind of all those things. Oh my gosh, so much Mexican cuisine. So what's really cool about, just like every other, I feel like country is probably the same, is depending on your region, depends on what you're gonna get. So obviously with Cancun, it's surrounded by water. So Mexico kind of does this. Cancun is at that tip right there. And so much seafood. I tried some, I should have written it down, I don't remember the name. I tried fish that I had no idea the name of. Delicious. Caught that morning. I think every dish I ate had fish in it, had mango, pineapple. It's a tropical getaway. So it was gorgeous. It was absolutely gorgeous. I had kind of a sashimi style taco that was like, they presented it was really great. They had all the great Mexican spices, and then it had mango, which I am like a sucker for mango. I love mango. And their mango tastes a little bit different down there. And so they served it, what did they serve it on? They served it on like wonton wrappers, just like flat, and it was basically like a crispy tortilla chip. It was so good, like so good. But yeah, so much good food. Some of the desserts that I've never had before was they had a grilled plantain in, so they grilled the plantain, they put dulce de leche in the middle of the plantain, and then they topped it with a little bit more dulce de leche after grilling it, and then some roasted like cherries. So good. I had a lava cake that was basically, it was a dulce de leche lava cake served with like banana ice cream. Oh my gosh, some of the best food I ever had. It was amazing. I'm planning a vacation for the summer, don't know where to go. Fun, Master! Okay, so for summer, are you wanting somewhere tropical? Are you wanting someplace close by? Like, what are you thinking? Are you kind of, there's so many different places for summer. What up, Lesh? How are you? How are you doing? Yeah, I gotta say, my vacation, it was so nice. So I went to Cancun with a friend, and it was just amazing weather. You guys can see, I'm so tan. I do not tan, guys, I burn. And this is literally the tannest I got. And believe it or not, I actually have a slight tan. I was putting sunscreen on like a crazy person. But honestly, Cancun was so good. I'm doing good. Thanks, Cram. It's like my first time streaming back after being gone for 2 weeks, because I did Mexico for a week, and then directly from Mexico was in San Diego with family. But you know I can visit a few cities. Hi, Rufio. Why can't you, Master? You could come to the U.S. I could tell you a few cities that would be fun, depending on what kind of cities you like. Like, you got crazy fun cities, kind of like Nashville, or we could do more laid-back cities. Thank you, Rufio. So possibly somewhere in Europe, maybe in Mexico. I would say Mexico is so fun. I will say growing up in San Diego, like the culture of Mexico is like always been a part of my life. So yeah, it's definitely for me, it's like being there is so fun. I did have a good time. It was so nice. Like, we are not like partiers. I'm not a party animal girl. So we, no joke, would sit on the beach with our books and read and just eat amazing food. She loves food just as much as I do. And then it was just like walking around. I didn't realize how many iguanas were there. Everywhere, like everywhere. We saw crocodiles when we were on a boat going someplace like near our hotel. Like, it was wild. What up, Buddy Bear? How are you? You now know why I can't come down to the US. Aw, thank you, Buddy Bear. I hope I'm nice. This is definitely, I try to be nice, but how was everybody else? So then San Diego, right? I went to San Diego for Easter, which was amazing. I got to see, that's where all my in-laws live, and I got to see them, and actually what was really nice is I got to go to the church that I used to go to when we lived down there, and that was just, so nice to see everybody and be there. And then we were there for a few days. Oh, girl. Oh, I gotta tell you guys, we took the dogs to Dog Beach. Wait. I don't know. I got 2 French bulldogs, and one of them is a little timid, and her name is Stella. She's the black one, and then the black and white one that everyone thinks is a terrier. She is very much like, she thinks she's the big dog. She thinks she can do everything the big dogs do. So we took her to Dog Beach. Now, granted, they don't like water. I mean, they live here in the desert in Las Vegas, but they're just like a little like when it comes to water. Even like my mom, she has like a little kiddie pool for her dog, and the girls won't even go in that. They're like, no, that's too sketch. Would you believe it? These girls jump in the ocean, they're running after dogs. I honestly thought we were going to be at this dog park for like 20 minutes, or Dog Beach, for like 20 minutes, and be like, okay, they're over it, they think this is lame, like they sat on the sound, and like, be done. No. Hour and a half running, I mean, and we had to be like, we're done, let's go. They weren't ready to leave yet. They were running into the waves, running away from the waves, just like kids do, running with other dogs. Like, it was fabulous, like, seeing how much they loved it. It made me, for like 30 minutes, go, should I move back to San Diego? I want it. I love Las Vegas too much. I don't want to live in California. But I just was like, close to being like, should I move back? Because my dogs love the beach so much. Like, if you guys don't know, my tattoo is of the ocean, the beach. Like, I am a beach bum. I love the beach. But yeah, it was like the one time I was like, no. Mexico's that far? No, yeah, just south of the border. Oh, yeah. So in high school, we would allegedly leave school. Hold on. Oh, I forgot. Some of my stuff's a little broke today, so we're gonna do this. Like I said, Top Dog, I'm making these for him, his chips, and he likes them semi-burnt, just so you guys know. So if you're like, you're burning your tortilla chips, this is how he likes them. So it is so close that we used to kind of allegedly skip school like halfway through the day and drive down to the border. And it was like a 40-minute drive from our high school. So yes, the border is very close. Now, that's like TJ. If I wanted, like where I went for Cancun, then I was from the border, because we left from Tijuana. From the border, it was a little under a 5-hour flight. So it wasn't crazy long, but that's about how long it took to get to Cancun from Tijuana. We're just gonna stove cam this stuff up. But gorgeous weather reminded me the water. I haven't seen that blue of water in such a long time. It's incredible. Like, it's just gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. So, we're going to just do this. Like I said, I got a lot of these things to cook. Like, we got a lot. This Top Dog loves his salsa. And all I'm doing, by the way, if you're wondering, is so this is just regular vegetable oil. Cut up tortillas, corn. So we like corn tortillas. And then when it goes in here, the reason I have this is just to catch any of the extra oil. As it goes in, I put a little bit of salt on it, so we're good. So it would make them burn less, but Top Dog likes them burnt. I know, trust me, I know guys, it's weird. So I'm making them for him, because he wants some for a salsa he bought. So I'm literally making them this crispy, because this is how he eats them. Normally, yeah, I would probably double my oil. Because I don't like them this crispy. Jedi, how was your week? Yeah, it was super cheap, Master. I mean, everything's pesos. The food is amazing. Like I said, we went to a lot of great. This might not even be crispy enough. We're gonna have some for me. They have some amazing food, honestly, from street vendors. We went to a few different restaurants. What's nice is with the internet, you can look up so many places to eat, so many places to go, and see what's good, what's not, what's your taste. But I loved it. This is my first time going into like proper Mexico. I will tell you that. Like, I've been to TJ and Rosarito, which is just inside of the border between California and Mexico. I've been there a bunch, but not into like proper Mexico. And it was glorious. The people were absolutely amazing. The food was amazing. Great weather, honestly. Perfect weather. They said it was supposed to rain when we were there. It didn't. It was so nice. Because Cancun, the water is the Gulf of Mexico. Just glorious. Little lagoons that we watch, like crocodiles. Crazy amounts of stuff that we did. And one of my favorite things that we did was we went to this place called Xcaret. And it's basically these old Mayan ruins. And they've kind of created, I don't want to say it's a theme park because I don't want you to think there's like roller coasters. There's not. But it's got little animal places and it's in the jungles. But what's cool is the Mayans had rivers that they would use to be able to get to one another. And those rivers still flow with all the water. So the huge part of it is you go into these rivers, into the caves and in and out of things to like explore the rivers, and they had so many of them that you could go through and do. So for me, that was like the most fun, was exploring the rivers, being able to float in them, swim in them. I mean, you pretty much, one river we went into, there were so many people, you pretty much are just kind of like floating along the way. But then we went into a few others where there's nobody, and so we would like swim a little bit, and it was just like so magical to like be doing that. So I loved it. I thought it was so fun. Like I said, like today, that's why I'm like, the stream today is gonna be wild. We will be back to normal programming. We got our jar here, and if you guys are new and ever have an idea, I put it in the jar. Ooh, yeah, focus camera. Put it in the jar, and then at the end of streams, we will pull the theme for next week. So definitely keep those themes coming. If you think of anything, put it in chat. But yes, we'll be back to the regular scheduled program. I am still not used to being home. So we were gone, I think I was gone for 13 days total, which isn't too bad. But for some reason, it's been really hard for me to get back into routine and just back into everything. So I'm trying hard today to get, okay, let's get cakes. I want some cookies. I have a cookie jar. I'm like, I want some of my good stuff that makes home. Even though I've been home for like 5 days now. That's why today's stream is kind of a weird collection of stuff. Because we just need to make home. But oh my gosh, it was so fun seeing my in-laws. Like I said, I got to see my nephew. I hadn't seen him in so long. And it was exciting to see him. And I loved it. We did an Easter bunny or Easter hunt. So we got to see him hunt for eggs. And he's almost 2. So it's so fun to see kids experience things for the first time and then be there. And then we got to see so many old friends and just people we knew from back in the day. We got to see a lot of those people this trip, which always makes it so fun. And it just makes San Diego feel like home again. I haven't lived in San Diego for 12 years, so definitely driving around, I'm like, I don't remember where things are. I barely remember certain things. But it was great to be able to like see people. But did you all do anything fun for Easter? Did you guys have any breaks that you got? I mean, I know I work a normal 9 to 5, so I don't get like a spring break or anything. But I know it can be somewhat fun for people. All right, we're gonna start right away because Easter takes forever. So we're gonna start the cookies though. Because why not? And this is just like my basic chocolate chip recipe. Actually, let me put it in chat, my website, because this is literally what I'm following. Except for I'm trying something new because I've never had monk fruit with the cookies, but I really want to try it. Okay, manually pin. Perfect. Okay, so now it's pinned to the top. It's not the direct link to the cookies, but if you go to if you go to the website in the dessert section, you'll see it. But this is no joke. This is that recipe. And yeah, these are still a little bit hard. Cut the butter up, and we're going to cream it a bit. Good chop. Okay, everyone, if you have a favorite, like, oh, I'm home. Like, no joke, my chocolate chip cookies. If you ask Top Dog, I probably make these once a month. Like, I just love a good chocolate chip cookie. I think it's my, like, favorite one. As far as like cookies go. His favorite cookie is a snickerdoodle. I don't make those enough. I probably only make those for him like twice a year, which is sad. I should make them more, but I love my chocolate chip cookies. So, and normally I would be putting in like nuts or something. I love a good like pecan or almond in my chocolate chip cookie, but Top Dog does not like that in his. So I don't want to eat a full batch of cookies. That will get me very sick throughout the week. Oh, my apron on. Alright. Okay, we got to fix a few things here. Where are you coming out? Oh, you're about to fall off of me. There we go. I gotta figure out how to wash this. I think in one of my, because it's got like little beads and stuff. So I gotta figure out how to wash it because I have made it quite messy by using it. Alright. Here we go. Oh, these are going to be nice. This batch might be. This last little six, I kind of forgot about them. Kind of burnt them a little bit more than we should have. So, figure it out. Yeah, it's been weird. Like before I left, I made sure to like have most of my stuff like obviously cleaned up and whatnot. I had most of my stuff like cleaned up and everything, but I didn't like my cookie jar and stuff. I didn't have any cookies in there. And all of that, so I'm like excited to be like, okay, like time to get back home and do all this stuff again. I love. How are you? Are you still in break or are you in school? I always forget which one you're in. How are you doing? Alright, let's get some sugars ready. Let's see. Let me use that. Let me use that. Just got home. It's midnight. Eat anything. Oh my gosh. For sure, get yourself a little breakfast bowl. Midnight. Oh my gosh. That is a lot. Alright, let me flip our tortillas. Yeah, I am just getting myself back up to normal. I'm in college. Ah, I just did for you. Thank you. What do you guys call it there? Is it, I know you guys have different words obviously for it. Alright. My brown sugar's gotten a little hard, so I'm actually gonna take my sucker out here, pour a little water in it, and then microwave it. If you don't know, that's how you can get sugar to be less hard. Here, like 30 seconds. Collegiate. Is that what it is? You're collegiate. I think that's the right word. I don't know. Alright. We're almost halfway through our tortilla chip. You can also, by the way, like with tortilla chips, like I am deep frying them, you can see. Frying them all up. That's how we like it, like the oil and the salt. But you could also brush them with a little bit of oil if you wanted and bake them. That's the other option. So, don't think you just have to do it this way. Okay, let's see what we got. Molasses sugar. There we go. Brown sugar, it takes a lot for it to go bad, if you're ever wondering. It takes a lot. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's bad. It's just because the molasses pretty much has to break down again. So that's all I'm trying to do is break down a little bit to pieces. You add a little bit of water, you kind of microwave it up, it breaks it back down again. I actually have somebody who made their own brown sugar the other day, and I really want to try it. I want to try a lot of things that are like make them yourself. Like I make mayonnaise ourselves. If I have time, I definitely make all my breads ourselves. But I'd love to be able to get into butter and sugars. I think that would be really, really fun to make myself. Okay. I kind of turn down the temp so I don't have to baby these as much. Again, top like some really, really brown. It's not my favorite, but it's his salsa, so we're gonna do it his way. Alright. I need just a little bit more of that sugar out of there. And then I have some more sugar. I gotta heat it up. But that's all brown sugar is, if you're ever wondering. It's just molasses and regular sugar mixed together. That's it. So I really want to try it with like monk fruit, see if I can make brown sugar just as good. Okay, I'm not going to heat it up in a plastic. That's going to be hard. Let's go ahead. This lovely vessel. There we go. I needed a little chunk of it. Like I said, doesn't mean it's gone bad. Put some water in there. Fill it out. Oh, put some down. I'll show you guys the stove view. I know I had it up right at the beginning, but just so you guys can see kind of what I'm doing today. Salt, all the ones I just took out again, yes. I know those are very dark. It's just how we eat them. I like mine a little lighter, but I'm actually going to be keeping this oil. And we like them salty, so that's why I salt it every time. When he's finished, I put it on the top all nice, and then I'll salt it. Alright. A little bit more brown sugar. It was a little too much liquid, I think. Alright. All I'm doing is getting in brown sugar. I know how much I need. So let's put this in here. Why is it making such a weird noise? Oh, because this thing's not really on that well. You know, the machines make weird noises. They're telling me something. Alright. Scoop some of this butter. It's nice. We're going to put all of our sugars in here. I have a little bit more brown sugar I have to do, but I can at least cream these all together. Honestly, this might actually work even better with creaming. But I'll get it a little bit glassy in here. Okay. Doesn't want to work. That's okay. I'm going to put the rest, so it's kind of a liquid sugar that I made. So I'm going to put the rest in here. Go ahead and be our brown sugar and off cookies. I never mind more brown sugar than regular sugar. Like I said, this is my first time trying this recipe. It's the one from my blog. I've made it so many times. I have it like right here, and I don't even know sometimes why I have it because I know exactly what I'm doing. But 100% first time making it with monk fruit. So I'm excited to see if that helps. Changes it. I don't know. It was monk fruit I got into when I was actually my friend that I met with. She has to do a lot of, she does a lot of baking and stuff for people who are diabetic. And she talked about it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to try it. So that's why when my cookies are trying it today. So yay! What kind of lo mein? So I'm doing, so this is a recipe I did a long time ago. It's from the Wafts of Life, and it's a lo mein with pork belly and shrimp, and I mean, it's so good. I have made it, and then the pork dumplings also is what we're kind of doing. I've made this a few times. It's actually one of my go-to dishes I'll make when we have people over because it's so much food, and it's so deliciously good. So I'm actually really excited to make it. But yeah, it's going to be a pork. The only thing is I don't put any veggies in it. All it calls for veggie-wise is cabbage. And that's just not our thing. But it's pork, it's shrimp. I mean, it's going to be glorious. All right. We're going to stop this. The butter has officially become yummy looking, creamy, sugary butter. Loving it. It is nice and fresh. That tastes good. Okay. So let's put together everything else. So 2 eggs. My eggs. I did my thing again. I pulled everything. Actually, I gotta give props to Top Dog. My stream wasn't working today. And I was trying to fix it because cameras were going out. I am not the most patient person with technology in the slightest. Like, yelling, freaking out. Like, that is me when technology starts breaking. He came down. I I feel horrible. I didn't mean to, but I kind of bit his head off. Not him. It was a situation. I was just really upset. And then he helped me pull all my ingredients today. So hats off to that man. Because he has to deal with me, who is not the biggest technology person. Like, I want it to work like it says it's supposed to, and when it stopped, we got issues. So I wanted to make myself a cereal, and I didn't have enough milk, so I have cereal with milk, yogurt, and honey. Ooh, but I bet it doesn't taste yummy. Is it doing the trick of giving you something yummy to eat? I hope so. That was me the other night. We had kind of a fend for yourself night, and I was like, what do I want to eat? And I, no joke, I made like basically a breakfast sandwich with like bread and egg and avocado. Like, I was like, that's what I'm gonna eat right now. That's just what sounds the best to me. Okay. Let's get out this baking soda, baking powder. How to do that. So our baking powder, the half teaspoon. Let's do this. Give it a half and scoop it in there. Okay. And then 1 teaspoon baking soda. That comes to the side here because I had a little bit. So I'm just going to grab and stick that in. And then we've got 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Here we go. 1. 2. I gotta put my sea salt in there too. 3. And I use like flaky sea salt because I love in a cookie when you get a little bit of that crunch from the sea salt and then the sweetness of the chocolate. So good. All right, we're almost done with tortilla chips. Cannot believe it. What are we, 20 minutes in and I'm still making tortillas? Crispy, crispy tortilla chips. All right, so you guys can see, I'll kind of bring it up. This is the kind of salt I use. Like, you can see the actual, like, it's grainy. It is grainy. And I love sweet and salty. It's like my favorite little combination. So, percent, good with that. All right, then we're on to chocolate chip cookie, the chocolate chip. And stop this. Got our dough coming together. Look at this dough. Scrape the sides of it. Get all that goodness. I grew up in a household that you would eat cookie dough. It is so hard for me as an adult because I don't eat that. There's raw eggs. I still do sometimes. But I grew up in that household that you would eat cookie dough. Like, salmonella meant nothing. Sometimes, because my dad loved cookie dough so much, our cookies wouldn't even make it to the bake stage. It would be cookie dough, cookie dough, cookie dough. Oh my god, my No Master. I want food so bad. I've been playing with some like really good breakfast ones too. Like, not playing, I can say that, researching. So I got books of like research recipes. So I think I'm gonna start going through my books to see if they fit any of the things I hold. Perfect. Cookie dough, done. Alright, we're gonna finish the tortillas before I get the cookies all set. So we're gonna move some stuff, clean up. All right. And we just do this. So that we're good. Oh, I know, fresh squeezed orange, fresh squeezed any juice. Honestly, I will say, Top Dog is the winner of fresh squeezed orange juice. Like if you have a fresh squeezed orange juice, he will get it, no matter what. Like it's his favorite thing to drink. I am not the biggest orange person, but like I said, like you give me, like growing and having so much experiences in different cultures, like you give me fresh squeezed guava or anything like that. Even I think I had a fresh squeezed mango juice every day I was on vacation, and it was bomb. It was so good. Blueberry muffins, scones, maybe a really good, I know I've done cinnamon rolls before, but like a really good cinnamon roll, you know, like a really good one. I saw the other day this restaurant that makes a cinnamon roll that's like this big. It's massive. And I'm just like that's insane. I need to just make it. I will never be able to eat all of it, but I need to make it. But like I said, I'm on my last batch of tortilla chips. So when that batch is done, Pop Dog can grab his salsa and eat his tortilla chips because it is literally all he waits for. Eggs Benedict, 100%. And she went to different ones, I think. Regular Eggs Benedict, and I love a crab cake Eggs Benedict. Again, I'm a big fish, seafood person. So for me, that would be amazing is to have like a crab cake Eggs Benedict. So good. I'm so happy. My brother-in-law and my sister-in-law, they live in San Diego as well. And one of the dinners we had, they did a spam bowl, or not a bowl, it was on a plate, you could make it in a bowl, but spam, rice, and hollandaise on top. And they actually make theirs really, a lot more on the vinegar and lemon side. And it was so good with spam, which spam is like a love language to me, guys. I love spam. I am not one of those people who don't love it. Again, Hawaii is within me at all times, which means you give me spam and options of spam, I'll probably take that over any other option. All right, we're just gonna get our stuff ready for our eggs, for our cookies. Like I said, get that away. Perfect. You're doing good. All right, now let's get some of this. Oh, crepes, Suzette. Do you know I've never made crepes? I have never made a crepe in my life. I've always wanted to. I watched them getting made the other day. I watch cooking shows a lot, not cooking competition shows, but just like cooking shows in general. Honestly, the one I was watching was on Netflix called With Love from Megan. It's Meghan Markle's cooking show. I actually love it. I know everyone has their views on her, but I actually loved it. Thought it was so good. And I finished it last night, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to try some of these recipes she made. And I'm sure made crepes. I was like, I could do this. Okay. Oh my gosh. The man's chips are officially done. How long did that take us, guys? 50 minutes! That took us a long time, but look, he's got his fresh bowl of chips. I'm just gonna put these to the side. So if he wants to grab them with his salsa, he can. He'll be coming on. Obviously to eat, but how big do I want these cookies? I want really big cookies. Yeah, let's do like cafe style. Like, you're getting a cookie, you know? Like, I hate when I go to places and it's like, oh, we went to, okay, for instance, this place did it perfect. We went to this cafe called S3, I believe was its name, in San Diego. And it's like, if you got a croissant, the croissant was as big as your head. Like, if you got a cookie, your dough had to be that big. Like, it was actually good fries. Thank you, Ilo. So, I always call that like cafe style. I feel like little mom and pop cafes, they know if you're getting a cookie, you don't want like an Oreo sized cookie. Like, you want a big cookie. So we're actually gonna do big ones today. Because that's what you want. At least that's what I want. If I want a cookie, I want I want the Godzilla size cookie. Look at this. These are, no joke, these are probably baseball size. Not quite baseball. I shouldn't say that. Baseballs are a little bigger than that. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then let me grab another one. And I love it because these will fit. Like I said, I have like a little cookie jar. It's not a jar. It's a plate with a glass thing. Basically, it's a cake, you know, display. But that's where I put all of our cookies when I make them. So we're gonna make big cafe style cookies today. Because why not? And by the way, you can easily freeze. You can take that. Okay. Did I make them to your liking? Probably. Okay. He's don't bite yet. I'll let the girls out real quick. And I'm talking about Top Dog, guys. Sorry. I realized I didn't say what I'm talking about. Now, what was I saying? I don't even remember. We're good. We're just making good cookies. Pancakes with blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, maple syrup. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And good, true maple syrup, people. We love the true maple syrup. If you're like, I don't got it. You'd know if you had true maple syrup. It's so good. Okay. These guys normally go in, I think I have them 375 for like 8 to 10 minutes. The big boys might be a little bit bigger than that. We'll find out. And did I set my racks up for big cookies? Definitely did not. Let me re-wrap this real quick. Because we don't want smushed cookies. I watched this on YouTube, this bakery. I think it's in Korea. And they'll do like hour, 2-hour compilations of all the stuff that they make, like their pastries for the day. And I'm always like, I am going to translate this because these things look amazing. Most of the time I can tell what they're doing, but sometimes I'm like, I don't know what it is. So yeah. What about Hell's Kitchen worst dishes? But you show how it's done. I like it. I'll have to see. I've never watched Hell's Kitchen. But 100%, that would be fun. Okay, let me write this down. All right. Hell's Kitchen worst dishes done right. Ooh. All right, Hell's Kitchen's worst dishes done right. Love that theme. All right, let's fold this sucker up. All right, he is in the jar. He is in the jar. Okay, let's move on to our dumplings. No. Maybe. Hold on. Like I said, these, I've made them, but it's just remembering how I make them. Okay, so for our main, our lo mein, we gotta cut the pork belly, and then, again, I still have to cut it. Take the fatty, which can turn tough. Okay, so cut. And then you're gonna cook it in a cast iron with salt, a half cup of water, let it simmer for 10 minutes, so that way the pork fat renders. Turn the heat down, simmer on 15 minutes, stirring occasionally. Set aside, reserve the pork, the lard, okay, until crispy. Got it, and then you put it aside. Then, you're gonna use your shrimp, cook your shrimp, and then you're gonna combine the oyster sauce, sesame oil, white pepper, sweet soy sauce, black soy sauce, thin soy sauce, sodium, or water, the water, to adjust sweetness if you need to. Then you are going to, make the shrimp. Oh, they just wanted me to pull it above. Okay. Add some more of that oil, then the garlic. So you kind of make stuff, set it aside. Make stuff, set it aside. And then add the noodles. But, I want the noodles pre-done though. Yeah, cooked. Okay, so I need to cook them. let's cook the noodles now, because I tend to, if you know something with noodles, especially when it comes to really good fried Chinese food, like this is the same with, what's the word I want to use? Like fried rice. You want it to be like cooled before being reheated, just because it gives that good crackle that you like. So we're gonna heat up some water right now so I can make the noodles. It's just gonna make it a little easier on us. Let's see. One dish should be sausage and gravy over biscuit. Ramsey says it tastes like a, do you know I love, that's like biscuits and gravy, right? What I would call biscuits and gravy, because it's got sausage in it. Like that breakfast, right? Is that it, or is that a whole nother thing? Mardi Gras gumbo tastes like a bowl of mud. What? Oh, some gumbo I love. There's some that's a little spicy for me. Again, I don't have a high tolerance for a lot of spice, but I got a tolerance for some spice, some of it. Okay. Here is our pork. Now, I want to look at the Chinese dumplings real quick. So the dipping sauce I can make. So dumplings is going to be our garlic, our pork, egg, chives, soy sauce, sesame seed, ginger, all of that. And that's going to need, you got to mix everything till it's thoroughly combined. You know what, we'll do that first. We're going to mix everything to get it ready. I believe it's biscuits with gravy. Okay. That's what it sounds like, because for us it's soy sauce, oh my gosh, sausage, which is usually, honestly, it's like a breakfast sausage that comes in a tube like this. Or, I mean, you could use diced sausage if you want as well. But it's usually sausage with the gravy and then homemade big old biscuits, and you pour it on. It looks horrible, but I love it with like fresh pepper. Ugh. Actually, I was going to make it the other day. Top Dog doesn't like biscuits with gravy that much. He'll eat it, but it's not his favorite. So he's like, no, maybe not. So I have like certain dishes when he's out of town that I'm like, oh, I'm making this. Like one is I make a Thai peanut noodle bowl. Oh, it's so good. I absolutely love it. And then now biscuits and gravy is my secondary thing that I make when he's out of town. Because I love it. I love it. Especially with the pepper. Like it's gotta be peppery. If it's not peppery, I send it to my own kitchen. Alright. Especially with like homemade, like a homemade biscuit too, like some of those good big buttermilk biscuits, so good. So I'm just making my pork dumpling filler right now. I will say for gumbo, I've had it at restaurants, obviously enjoy it. I don't think I've ever made a gumbo myself. I do know Top Dog loves gumbo. Like he likes the flavors and the meats and all of that in it. So I definitely know that's something I should probably learn. Maybe that's, if I pick it, that's when I finally make a gumbo. All right, 1 egg, got an egg. I'm gonna put all of our stuff in and then basically just mix all that meat up because this is what goes into the wonton wrappers. Okay, so chives and garlic. So I don't have chives, but I got green onions. I actually used all the chives from my garden, so I don't have any more. And then soy sauce and sesame oil. And let's see here. We're working in tablespoons. So 1.5 sesame oil. Oh my gosh. Oh, is there anything better than sesame oil? It smells so good. All right. And then 2 tablespoons soy sauce. Okay. And we're gonna grab our ginger, and I think everything else is garlic cloves, green onions, and ginger. Easy. Easy peasy. The exotic tartare had raw venison, quail egg, diver scallops, lime zest, olive oil, caviar, capers, and grated white chocolate, but it's raw, so scratch that one. Ooh. I will say that's the one thing I'm not comfortable with. I am hoping, I want to talk to a few friends I've had that are chefs that are definitely more in their comfort zone with raw food, because I want to start doing it. Like, I love sashimi. It's one of my favorite things, is the raw fish with really good like vinegars on it, because I know that's, that could be really delicious. And I've had it and I like it, but yeah, I'm a little scared. Made him puke? Oh no! But yeah, maybe we won't do that one. Okay, we're gonna use this entire thing. I know it said only 2 tablespoons, but we like some green onion in this house. Alright, let's get this garlic clove ready. We've got about 2 minutes, possibly more, left. I know I have an ad coming, so 2 minutes on the cookies. And then also a little bit on our water's almost to a boil for our noodles. The noodles. Let me move my... Our frying pan of oil. Alright, so how many garlic? We're going to do 3 in here. So 4, because that's how I roll. Okay, just getting it all kind of set up in front of this bowl here. Alright. Let's get this garlic out. Going. I saw on that show I was watching when she does the garlic, like I tend to like pound the garlic down, and she just like lightly pushes it, and I was like, okay, I don't have to be so crazy with my garlic. Like, I take a lot of anger out on my garlic, but I think I can be a lot nicer with my garlic. Alright, this is a mover. Okay, let's check the cookies. Let's check those cookies. These are big boys. I love it. Okay. I think we got like another 2 minutes, and then I can pull them. About 2 minutes left. They're big, and I love it. My cookies too, I like poofy. So the recipe I will tell you that I have for my cookies, when you bake them the first time, they poof up a bit. They're not like skinny. You'll see it when I pull these out. They're a little bit more of a poofer type one, and then chewy in the center. It's just, I love it. It's my favorite cookie recipe. If you can't cook all your dough with that cookie recipe, which is fine. Normally I actually don't do all the dough like I did today. I put it in the fridge like for a week, and I'll cook just a few cookies every day. Once it's been chilled, if you get it to room temperature, the dough, it'll poof up a little bit more. Most of the time I don't wait for it to get to room temp, I just kind of go for it. And when that happens, I definitely have to do, they're a little bit of a skinnier. Yeah, if you watch the news, the city here, traumatized. What do you mean? What city? Like your city, Master? My hair looks kind of red today. It's quite interesting. Okay. You know, it was interesting being in San Diego. I showed up a few days after their really big earthquake. Okay. Getting in our lo mein noodles. All right, let's get these cookies out. I'm gonna go to stove view so you guys can see these cookies because they're beautiful. Look at these. Oh my gosh, and you can kind of see the lovely browning that they got going on. All right, I'm gonna take the other ones out too, but I'm gonna put them to the side, get something a little bit behind you all, because I need space. Because once we start the cooking of the lo mein and the dumplings, that oven or that stove will be very used. Okay, love it. Coming back around here. All right, and then let's just get our noodles down so we can get that all nice and cooked up. And then I kind of got to go crazy here for you guys a little bit. Let me I got to adjust a few things so we can get our hot items to the side while they cool down. I'm going to take the cookies with me. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to eat these. What chip cookies mean I'm home? That is I am home. All right, so ginger, just a teeny bit is needed. So I'm gonna peel it. Fresh ginger. Now, whatever I don't use, I'll put it in a bag and use throughout the week. No joke, most of the time I'm actually that person at the grocery store because they're pretty big pieces. Like the ginger I see is like, it's a good piece. That root you get is pretty large. So I will literally just like break off some because I don't need a lot. And I'm just like going for this. I'm like, how much of this do I actually need? Oh, a tablespoon. Okay. Just about like that. The first time I ever cooked with ginger is in a crock pot pork shoulder recipe that I still make to this day. And that was one of my very first recipes I ever made and was like, oh my gosh, I can cook. And it is a dump and go recipe. I will give it to you right now. It is, you get some pork shoulder. I think I usually get about a pound or two, depending on what you need. Then you put like a cup of broth in. I tend to do a beef broth because I like the taste a little bit better. You do a beef broth, and then you do half cups of brown sugar, a tablespoon of ginger, and it could be fresh, or again, this recipe was powdered ginger, some chives, and then you take some sriracha and just with 2 tablespoons, if I'm going to be honest. Those noodles are definitely done. And you just let it sit and cook. I might be missing one thing. Oh, so good though. Still to this day make it. It was one of the first things I ever made. And that I made probably like 10 or 15 years ago. And it is still a dish I make today. And you can serve it with like just rice or some bok choy as well. It's very good. Okay. So I am just gonna put these noodles in here. Let's sit there. All right, and let's get a glove. Let's get some gloves while we mix this meat up. I gotta work my way through these horrible gloves, so I might go through like 10 of them mixing this one thing. There was a Filipino family yesterday in the neighborhood I go to school. Politicians camping for Election Day, which is charged suffered explosion. Someone drove an SUV, killing and injuring. Oh my gosh. Everyone was there to have a fun day. Yeah, that's so sad. That's so sad. That breaks my heart. Yeah, because everyone's just trying to have fun, possibly learn about a new culture. Yeah, that makes it hard. Food is honestly probably the one way I love learning about cultures. I have a few friends that have turned me on to dishes that, like, sometimes I have to text them and be like, what was it called that you told me about? I, like, don't remember the name, because it's, like, it's just not a name in my vocabulary I would know. And it's so good. Okay, we have our mixed pork dumpling meat. So I'm going to put this, you know, I'm just going to set it right there. Let's make our sauce, though. This is going to be the dumpling sauce for it. And let me make sure, too, did I need chives on this? This was just garlic, noodles, sesame seeds, no chives. So I can use a lot of chives in this. So this is just, again, tablespoon of chives, which I'm not doing chives. I am doing green onion, because that's what my grocery store had. I wish I attended, I don't know. I didn't know it was taking place, because there's so many positives that are love to me. Oh! Yeah, I never know. I always find out after the fact, especially here in Vegas. I always find out after the fact, like, oh, this huge thing. So I'm trying to stay on top of it. In fact, I actually get most of it from my sister who lives in town. She's very good at being like, oh, this is happening, because she tries to get her kids involved. So I'll be like, oh, go to that. All right, I don't have rice vinegar, but I have a white wine vinegar, so we're gonna go with a white wine. So I did a half cup of soy sauce, and then it's gonna be a tablespoon of a white wine vinegar. It does taste a teeny bit different, so I'll probably put a teeny bit of sugar in there. Because rice vinegar has a little bit more of a sweetness than a white wine. The chives I got in there. Then the goods. Put some sesame seeds. It said 1 tablespoon. I probably did a tablespoon and a half. And then you got a chili garlic, and that could be a sriracha. So, I'm going to do a sweet, but we're going to do a sriracha. It's just a teaspoon sriracha. There we go. I have like everything off to the side. And this is going to be what we dump the dumplings in. But, like I said, I want to add just a drop of some sugar in it. You know, I have a little bit of that brown sugar. I'm going to actually do that instead. I tend to like the brown sugar better. And like I said, like, almost like sprinkling of salt in there. That's what I'm doing with the sugar. Just to help kick that vinegar a teeny bit more. Okay. Oh yeah. That has got a great kick. I want to add a teeny bit of sesame oil to it. Just so it brings that sesame out a little bit more. Honestly, I could do a toasted sesame. It would be really good in this versus just the sesames, but that's fine. Oh my gosh. Salty sesame goodness. Okay. Here we go. We're going to stick that to the side now. So our dumplings, basically everything's going to be ready for them, minus me getting them in their wrappers. Which, maybe we'll wrap them now, because the chow mein is so fast when you do this. Let's see. I know this is a no political stream, but all I'm saying is people motivate me to continue studying. No, I think it's great. Yeah, I don't like talking politics and government, because I feel like some people get they're passionate about it, and I tend to find a lot of people don't know how to have good conversations around it, because it's fine to not agree with one another, but like you don't need to be no one should be forcing their opinion down someone's throat. And so I do stay away from it. But if these people, like, if you have people in your life who are, politicians that is showing you like, wow, this is something I could do, this motivates me, or even if you're like, I don't want to get into it, but it motivates me to do this, like, why not? That's a great thing. I think it's great to have people that can motivate. There's people who get motivated every day from different people that I think some other people wouldn't maybe agree with that person, but it's like, but if they motivate you to be a better person, why not? I just don't want to talk about the politics of everything. But yeah, a biology degree, that's cool. I'm going to turn off my oven because I do not need it anymore. Alright, next, I gotta get my holder here. Sorry guys, sorry I got loud there. I'm gonna put a little bit of flour down, and we're gonna be making our wontons and then sticking them on here. So the reason I'm doing flour is obviously wontons are sticky. They are sticky, so I want a little bit of flour. I actually might also put a little bit of cornstarch, cornstarch and water on your dumplings, like a little slurry. Mix it so they get kind of crispy. But I think we're gonna just stay with flour. I have cornstarch, but we'll stay with flour for now. So we're gonna set ourselves up in order to do some wrapping here. Let me get a little bowl. Gonna put some water in it. I suck at wrapping dumplings, but don't judge me, people. I'm not good at it. Oh, I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, no judging, guys. I very much suck at wrapping these things, but they all taste amazing. I need to get better at it. I'm not good at it. Okay. I've never used these wrappers before. So I had to go to Whole Foods. I never go there. But we had to go there because it turns out Hot Dog's favorite hot sauce, the only place they sell it is Whole Foods. And it's one of the hot ones from like the YouTube thing, the hot, chicken things. And so it's kind of crazy that that's literally the only place they sell it. So we went there and I was like, oh, I need wrappers for tomorrow. So it says it's a plant-based wrapper. I always thought they were plant-based, so I'm not quite sure what I'm getting into. So yeah, let's try this out. So if you've never done wrappers before, this is what they look like. They're very nice and thin. I'm gonna put the meat in and fold it. Gotta think of how I wanna fold it. I usually fold it like this, and then like this, and then like this, which is very much how you fold like a cream cheese wonton. So I 100%, sorry, I'm a little distracted, guys. So I 100% know there's different ways of doing the dumplings. So we're gonna try. All right, here we go. So a tablespoon might be a little too much. Yeah, we need to do a half tablespoon. And then I don't want to do it the way I always do it. Like I want to do it a different way. So let's try it like this. Okay, you guys, I'm going to create a whole new way of wrapping. Oh my gosh. You know what? This is fine. If you get your fingers a little wet, that's why I have the water. It kind of helps with the gluing down of the wonton. So these are going to be Funkalicious looking wontons, but that's okay. We got this. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm kind of folding it in half, and then, ooh, that's even cuter. Pushing it in like a little present. Oh, it looks like a little boat. Okay. Let's see here. Come on, glue yourself together. Oh yeah, this, because then the meat can expand. Okay, these are gonna not look like any kind of Chinese dumpling, by the way. Like I said, I'm horrible at this. You use egg wash to seal it? That's a good idea too. I've always used water, but egg wash would be a really good sealant too. Didn't even think about that. Okay. Well, now with my new one, I might be able to get almost a full tablespoon in there of meat. Like, although I love the crispiness of the wonton, I also love the wonton for what it's filled with. Okay. I need to go take a class on how to do this. Because this is wild. These are not going to be very cute. They almost look like little cigar wontons. Let's see. We're going to try a few. You know what? Let me Google. I'm going to come up close and personal, guys. Let me Google how to wrap a dumpling. And I'm using wonton wrappers. I think that's also the key, is like, I'm not doing the regular dough. I'm doing a wonton You know what, I think we're gonna keep it the same way I used to do it, because I'm doing it with wonton wrappers, not dumpling wrappers. Dumpling wrappers are a little bit more dough. They're a little less of that. So we're gonna do it that way. Okay, how I do that one I know. You basically take all corners, and then you pinch, pinch, pinch. Bring it up, pinch it. Okay, use my water. So see, now look at that one. Look at how cute he is. Okay, we're just going back to what we know how to do. This is a wonton. I know how to do this. Okay, a little less than a tablespoon, like not a full filled tablespoon here of our pork. And then this dish. Yep, corners in. Wonton is, the dumpling is when you can get crazy designs. So, but that is definitely more of your, you know, bread type filling. Like it works a lot more like a bread dough, where this is a little bit of a thinner material. It doesn't squish. Like if I fold it too much, it will break. So that's why for me it's like, oh, if I can make just these as the wontons. I was trying to do like a cute thing, but my other ones, they didn't come out so cute. So, but this is the good news, is with these, if you're like having a party or something where you want to make wontons, this is one of the things you can make ahead of time. Like, you know, have it, kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna make these and then we're gonna set it aside. And until they're ready to be fried, I'm not touching them. Like, it's just kind of nice. That's why I put that flour down on the pan, because if they do get too wet, they tend to then stick and open up. They're very susceptible to moisture. All right, corners up. Pinch a little, just to keep it. Pinch, 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 pinch. For dumpling dough, you pinch and it pinches it really good. This, you honestly, you need the water, you need that stuff to be able to do some pinchings to keep them shut. And even then, when I fry it, some of it will open up. This is gonna make a lot of dumplings. I might end up freezing some of this meat though, because I have so much. And again, it's just Top Dog and I. We're not gonna eat 50 dumplings. Although they do heat up really well. I don't have an air fryer, but I heat them up. I know people can heat everything up on an air fryer. I don't have one, but for heat up, I either add a little bit of oil to a skillet and kind of refry them that way, or just turn your oven on. Usually 375 Fahrenheit. Stick them in for maybe 10 minutes, like check them. And they're probably re-crisped, re-warmed. Like, you don't have to just use your microwave. It will work. It's just they're going to be soggy. They won't be crispy. If you want to keep it crispy, that's when you go ahead and use your oven or your skillet. Same with chow mein. When I heat chow mein up, because I still want a little bit of crisp in that noodle that you get and the meats, I heat it up on a skillet. I actually heat a lot of my food up on a skillet or in the oven. It just, like pizza and stuff, it just tastes better. You end up being like, yeah, I got everything I wanted out of this. Of course, if I'm really hungry, that microwave is getting used. All right, we're just gonna keep going. I have quite a bit of meat still left, but we're gonna keep it going. I could have made cream cheese ones too, but I didn't even think about that. Like I said, this dish, so when I have a big group of people over, or I have people who just are like us and they love to eat and they're, you know, they're happily eaten, in my presence, which I love, like that's my love language, is feeding people and cooking. I will make this because of how much food and the different flavors, they all work together. Like I said, sometimes I'll include a cream cheese wonton. So see, my hands now are wet enough from touching everything that it's pinching shut. So that's why I'm not going back to the water yet. So this is like one of my favorite things. Family style, people come over. And again, it's all really good stuff. Like it's pork. I have the cream cheese ones, which I literally do a block of cream cheese. And then I add 1 to 2 things of garlic clove to the cream cheese. And then I wrap them this same way. Sometimes chives too, if I feel like it. I don't want to over chive everybody. But yeah, I made this. I think the last time I made this, Josh had his buddy in town. And it was like, they were like, oh my gosh, we're so hungry. They were coming home from a convention. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm making this because of how much food. And it's like, you just get everything. Like I said, once you see what's in the like lo mein, not only do you have your pork belly, but we're going to have shrimp. So you have like all different kinds of meats. You can add your own veggies if you wanted in it. This one calls for cabbage. I add it when we have people coming over. I do not add it when it's Top Dog and I, because I like cabbage, but he doesn't. So there's no point in me buying a head of cabbage for me to take like a slice out of it, basically. All right, after these 6, I got 2 more in this little package. So we're gonna just do all of these. And then let me put this away. As you guys can see, like, look at how much meat I still have. It's a little wild. Alright, let's put these. Get our meat in each one of these. And I'm tempted to be like, I want to make sure that like everything has a lot of meat in it, so I'm not wasting any of the meat. But honestly, I think probably what I'm going to do is I'll cook this meat a little bit later tonight, because then I'll put it in like my scrambled eggs in the morning. It's a big piece of something I didn't chop, so that's what I love about this like leftover stuff, is it makes it so my breakfast, brunch, or whatever is so good. Okay, move that to the side while we finish up wrapping these guys. And again, you guys can see we got a lot of them. So let me make some room though. We definitely have a bunch. Alright. Little funny ones that we were like, let's try something different. Yeah. This is how you wrap it. This guy had a little over a tablespoon of meat. So he's gonna be a happy guy when he gets fried. And you could fry these. It doesn't take a ton of oil. Like I said, I'm gonna use the same oil over it. Will corned beef and cabbage do? Oh yeah, no. I was like, huh? Yeah, no. He legit cabbage. No, like. I made for St. Patty's Day the corned beef. If you guys notice, I never even had cabbage. He won't. Oh yeah, cabbage rolls. Nope, he wouldn't do those either. He really doesn't like cabbage. Other than the antipasta he makes, the antipasto that he makes here at home, like his salad, there is any kind of a lettuce is just not his fave. That's just kind of it. Like, he'll sometimes have spring rolls, sometimes, but if there's too many herbs, not his thing. However, vegetables, green veggies, Top Dog will eat them, no problem. He loves like broccoli and asparagus and Brussels sprouts. So a lot of the times when I make dinner, I make a lot of the green vegetables to go with it. And roast them. Oh, that's good. It's just a teeny bit more of that water. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we're going to use this because it's pork. So we're going to use it for our other pork. Okay, let me show you guys in the stove cam what this looks like. I've got a lot of stuff everywhere in front of me. All right, here we go. Okay, let me stow view for you all of our dumplings. Look at all these guys. So many dumplings are about to be fried and eaten and enjoyed. Okay, we're gonna take that away. Now I gotta get everything ready for our lo mein. First, I gotta get my skillet out. And so you're gonna have meats that get done and then veggies. So I do everything in the iron skillet. So we're gonna do the pork belly, then the shrimp, then the sauce in there, then the garlic in there, and then I'll put it back in this bowl, which I'm gonna put all the lo mein noodles in here. Now that we got all that water out, then I'll put everything in this bowl where I kind of fry up the noodles in here with all that sauce and all that. So I make the meat and vegetables all on the iron skillet so we get a good crisp. And then from there, put it in the other bowl to stir everything to make the lo mein. What is Jig's dinner? I don't even know what that is. What is that, Master? Okay, so let's see here. We got our pork belly. So we're gonna start with that. All right, I got my shrimp right here. So we have that, and again, I do a lot of meat. It is a heavy meat. Okay, so now let's get everything together for the sauces, because that's gonna be where our money is. So I just wanna make sure, add your salt, your water, da-da-da-da-da. And then it's oyster all the way to the stock. Okay. Okay, we got this. We got this. So I need tablespoons. Okay, so I have this one. And then half teaspoons. Because I'm going to make this easy on myself. And I'm so sorry. I think there was an ad that popped up. I saw that. Splits, what's Jig's? I don't know what Jig's Diner is, or dinner, Jig's Dinner. I don't know what that is. Okay, so we got sesame oil. And just a half teaspoon sesame oil. Then we got 2 tablespoons oyster sauce. Oh, oyster sauce is my favorite thing to use. You can tell, like I'm almost legit done with my oyster sauce. If you don't have oyster sauce, sometimes it's hard to find. I know for me, a lot of our grocery stores, like your average grocery store doesn't have it. You can also get fish sauce. This might be me finishing this up. All right, let's get a little guy. Scoop all this goodness out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm shooting things everywhere. Okay. It's gonna get just a teeny bit more. Alright, that is done. I have to fill the oyster sauce. Let me see if I can just pick some of it up here. I love oyster sauce. It's so good. The good saltiness. Alright. Oyster sauce, sesame. Now we got ground white pepper. And they only want a quarter, so let's get like a little half guy here. And I'll have him. Okay. Then we got our sweet soy sauce. I just picked this up. Sweet soy sauce. Go. That did nothing. There we go. Okay. Sweet soy sauce, 2 tablespoons. Right? Oh, this is going to be such a yummy lo mein. One. Two. Here we go. Now we do black soy sauce. Again, you can tell it's very used. And this one gets 3 tablespoons. This is a little thicker of a soy sauce, which makes it really nice. And it tastes, oh, it just tastes so good. Like all these soy sauces really do taste super different from one another. And then we got, okay, thin soy sauce, but I don't have the thin. It's like a Thai, so I'm just gonna use regular soy sauce for that. And that's just 1 tablespoon. And then 2/3 cup of stock or broth. And we will actually be cooking the minced garlic in this and then using this minced garlic and sauce to be what we put with the noodles. Okay. Let me grab a mini whisk. Just so nice and delicious. Right. Let's make sure I get all of it out. Okay. So I'm going to set this to the side because eventually we'll use it over here. Let's grab our garlic just so we can have our garlic all nice and minced up. You know what? I'm not going to put it on in a bowl. Where do I want to put? I might just put it on a paper towel. Just because I'm setting everything up over here where we're going to be cooking it. So I'm trying to make sure I got all my stuff making sense as far as where it is, what containers it's in, all of that. All right. Let's go ahead. There we go. Ooh, you're in my way. All right. Get this garlic going. Looks like he needed a little extra push to get out of his husk. I called for 3. I'm doing like 3.5. I don't know. I always add way more garlic than it says to, because I swear it's the reason I don't get sick. Now that I said that though, I'm gonna get sick. But I love having good garlic and stuff. Okay. Let's just mince this sucker up. And then the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna put all my shrimp in a container. And the only shrimp I could get is pre-cooked shrimp. So that's what we're doing, is we're doing some pre-cooked shrimp. And then we're gonna cut the beef, or the pork up, not the beef. We're gonna cut the pork up, and then we'll start cooking the pork, because I think I'll have everything ready at that point. Right? Let me make sure, what does it want, the cornstarch? Oh, for the slurry, okay. Usually I don't do it too bad, so I'll try to be careful. So that the slurry, basically cornstarch with water, helps make it a little thicker, your sauce. It's like a different way of doing a roux. Alright, I'm going to just put this over to the side as well. So we'll get to that step. Alright. Put this over here. Now the shrimp and the beef. That's what we got left here. Shrimp and beef. Alright. Just gonna pour the shrimp again. They only wanted like 8 ounces. This is way more than 8 ounces, but heavy shrimp. Heavy, this is like a heavy meat one, because that's how I like to eat. Little carbs, high proteins. All right, so now we're gonna take all this pork out, and we're gonna thinly slice it as thin as we can with some of the fat on each piece. I did. All right. So just, because it's gonna be thin enough that you want it thin enough that you get some of the good crackle, that you're not cooking it the whole time, just being like, okay, it's almost done, it's almost done. Like, you want those thin pieces. A lot of the times, if you can buy it thin, buy it thin. My grocery stores, however, like the very like standard grocery stores that I go to, they do not have the thin cut meats. I would need to go to the Asian market store to get that. Like the 99 ranch and all of that. So I'm gonna take this off. And sometimes if you feel like it's still too thick, you can always pound the meat as well. So I got some that are just like, it is a pure fat piece. Those ones, I'm actually gonna start lightly cooking them because it's gonna create the fat in the pan, but I'm not going to be serving those. So I think I might start that. Okay, well, let's do that. I'm gonna turn my cast iron skillet on, and I'm just gonna put the pure fat pieces, because there are some like this. This is pure, there is no meat on that. It is pure fat. And I'm gonna put them in there so we can kind of render some of that fat. And again, the pork itself, I want it to be just making sure everything is really thin. And sometimes this would be really easy, like for a deli, if you have like frozen meat, they can then slice it really good. And you know, before that gets going too crazy, I need to add a little bit of water. I don't want it to burn. I really do want it to render fat. So we're working on it. And just so you guys can see what that kind of looks like. Let me see, medium-high heat. Let me show you guys kind of what that looks like Stovey-wise. You can literally see it's just a little bit of that water with the fat, and we're doing a slow rendering of it. Then we will get to the point where we add these guys and let them cook basically in their own fat. Cutting our meats. That's all we're gonna be doing. Rendered lard is great for making hash browns. Is it, Jedi? I've never even thought to use it that way. We went to a restaurant one time, and because I'm not the biggest potato person, and Top Dog was like, he loves hash browns, like loves them. And he was like, man, their hash browns are so good. And I was like, really? And I tried them, and instantly I was like, oh my gosh, they cook them in butter, like pure butter, instead of like spray or oils. And we ended up asking the chef, and he was like, yeah, no, we do our own butter here. And that's what we cook the hash browns in, is like before we put it down on the plate, we just have like buttered, browned, ready to go. And I'm not kidding you, I was like, this would get me into hash browns. But I never even thought about rendered lard. we got like a teeny bit of meat. Not worth keeping. Let me, I put some tongs over here. Lard, bacon fat, duck fat are great. I love duck fat. I think duck fat is so yummy. I want to learn how to render it myself though. Like this one, you kind of leave it on for 10 minutes and then the fat renders and what you use, like whatever's left. Like I'd love to learn how to properly, like, do it though. Like when I cook with duck and all of that. Usually I just buy it from our butcher. Fat, really? I think that would be good. Do they have a lot of fat on that? Well, I guess they would. Because you got, depending on obviously the chicken, but. Okay, let's cut some of the fat off. Get it in the pan. Okay. Believe it or not, guys, we are now in full cook mode. All prep for everything is complete. So I got, move it. We've got over here at the stove. I'm gonna go to stove view here in just a second. We eat after this. So we've got fat rendering. We have the noodles right here. I have my shrimp. We have our pork belly, we have the sauce and the garlic, right? Then I actually have the pan here with the vegetable oils because we have our wontons. So I'm going to kind of do both at the same time. I put duck skin on a rack over pan and then put it in the oven at 350 until the skin gets crispy. Oh, that sounds good, Jedi. How long would you say it normally takes for it to get crispy? In your opinion, obviously everything's a little different. But everyone's oven's different, all that. But that sounds so good. Alright, so we're just getting this fat. It's definitely getting it crackling. Maybe this thing doesn't call for a lot of fat to be rendered, so you probably can't see on camera. It's not like bacon's taking place right now. Like, if I let it sit and maybe cook it a little slower, it doesn't want it super slow, I could, and thinner pieces, if I had actually cut this, you could get so much fat like bacon. Obviously it's pork, so you got that. So let's see here. Alright, just making sure I got everything right. And then what I'm going to do is grab a plate, because the pork fat will come out of here. A little bit. I'm going to push it down to get wetted out. But it smells good. What I'm going to do is actually move my noodles to the side here. So that way, this is the same oil we use for the tortilla. And I'm fine doing my wontons in that same oil. It just had tortilla in it. Alright guys, come on. Let's turn him up. Alright, I'm going to take my bacon, my pork. I'm going to take it out. Oh, that's so good. There's definitely a good layer of this pork fat. I might render this more later, just to see if I can get more out. But now we're going to put the actual pork bits in here. I'm going to cook them up. And then I'll put them back in that bowl we had when they're done. Because then I'm going to cook the shrimps. And then the sauce and the the, oh my god, the top of the garlic. And then we put it all together and have our lo mein. Definitely didn't do enough fat. I'm gonna add some butter. Because you gotta have fat in it when you're a tax diet. Which is why normally, just kind of like you were saying today, I'll have like a jar of duck fat that I buy. A lot of the times I won't use butter with like Asian dishes. I like using the duck fat because it just helps with the taste of the meat so much more. I'm gonna get these all nice and cooked and crisp. Don't want anything to burn. Alright. And this guy, we are gonna put my sweet little trial. I'm gonna set my weird looking ones in first. Because I'm just gonna wait, these are my testers. I wait and see kind of what's happening with them. Gotta fry those up. And let me get a plate for those. As they get done, definitely need to move. Not yet. I'll be done in, sorry guys, I'm talking to Top Dog. I will be done cooking everything in about 10 minutes. I'll be eating. Yeah, the only thing is your chip. Okay. Get some good rendering. How much fat's in there, pan collects all the melted fat, then you pour it into a glass container. Oh, I love that. Sorry that took me a while to read this. I am 100% going to try that. Let's see how you're doing. There we go. We're getting there. Alright, so this is definitely nice and warm enough that I think so. Good. Hold on, we're switching. I forgot I ended up not doing flats. I did very, very round wontons. I actually need oils. That is going to be get some more of that veggie oil. I'm just going to do everything with vegetable oil, but I know some people like it with some other oils more. These guys have to sit for a while. Again, these are my testers, so this is just what I put in. I won't be serving these little things. I mean, I probably will serve it, but... See, I don't want to touch my skillet. Rendered lard, you need to cut the pork fat about 1/2 inch cubes. Put in a deep, heavy pot, simmer. Water starts melting, keeps it from burning, so you have enough fat to start the burn. Oh, okay. That makes sense. And it's probably like a low and slow process, huh? I wonder if there's a way, too, to be able to crop. I mean, there's got to be. I'm just going to take these to the side because I'll leave them sitting there soaking all the olive oil up, or the oil. We're just heating it up. Say the crackling biscuits. Oh my gosh, what is a crackling biscuit? Is it like a biscuits and gravy, but instead of sausage, it's the cracklings? That sounds good. Like one of my favorite things is pizza rolls or pork rinds, which is, you know, basically that. I eat them with like chips, or I eat them like chips, I could say. Happy with this pork. I'm going to do the shrimp next. And I'm literally just going to stick everything in this same pan. Alright, and I can hear, yeah, it's way more than 8 ounces of shrimp. But it will be like. And this will not take long, as they are kind of pre-cooked, but I can hear the crackling of this. So, let's start some dumplings. Or I should say, wontons. Right, I heard you crackling. Now you want to act like you're not crackling? It's okay. It starts at the very bottom, so it won't be too bad. Get a wire mesh so I can take that out. It's more of a slightly sweet biscuit. Oh, okay. Like that. I'm gonna have to look up like recipes for that. Like I said, like when I cook stuff, I want to like figure out like what's the best way I can cook everything. You know, like not just something one way or something another way. Like I just really love to know, like if I'm gonna cook and buy like a whole duck, like I want to use all parts of the duck and what can I do? And like I didn't even know there was a crackling style biscuit, like, and the skin being able to render it. Like that's what I love about cooking, is just all the things you can do from one part, like whether it's one animal, one vegetable. I just like using all of it. All of it. Doesn't make me feel so wasteful. Oh my gosh, thanks for the lunch. Thank you for stopping by. I truly appreciate it. I hope you have a good week. So definitely make sure I've added a lot of water to our, some shrimpies that, even though they were previously cooked, like they're still a little cold. So I am gonna burn down this water a bit, reduce it. Okay. These guys are going good. Like I said, these are a unique wonton wrapper I've never used before, but they're looking good. And I'm just putting this in with the same bowl as our pork. And everything's just gonna go in together anyways. And we're just gonna reduce some of this liquid in this pan because I do not want, yeah, kinda might just dump it, the liquid. Because we don't need to make our shrimpiness so crazy. I'm going to dump it real quick. Just because it's easier than reducing. I don't need to reduce this sauce or reduce it down for any reason on the sauce. It's a little too much of that shrimp. So, I'm going to pour it. Alright. Now, we're going to add sauce we made earlier. And reduce it down. we're also going to be adding the garlic. And this guy is going to be what gets reduced down a bit, probably by like half. And then we put it with the noodles. Alright. These look done. So they definitely are a different type of wonton wrapper that I'm used to, but these are definitely done. They don't crisp up like my other ones do, but that's okay. New wonton wrapper, new wontons. And I'm going to make sure too, because again, a new wonton wrapper for me that works a little differently, not a problem, but I want to make sure that it's fully cooked all the way. Obviously we have a pork in there, so I want to make sure it's fully cooked and that I'm doing my timing right. Oh yeah, okay. Now hard to see. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that goodness of that wonton. Love it. That's perfection. That's perfect. And then fry a little bit. Perfect. Hot, but perfect. Still going to work this down a little bit. And remember, all of that is going to get poured into here. With our lo mein noodles. Could have put a little bit of sesame oil with them, but did not. A little bit longer on this. I'm just mixing all the meat with the noodles right now. Okay, look at that. It's like a meat pot. Perfect. These are actually working out really well. You can see now it's like, and you can hear it crisp. Well, if I have my mic, where is it? I don't know if you can hear that if the mic's that good, but it's definitely got its crisp. Alright, this is looking good. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. And let me get another hot pad ready for this cast iron. We're going to take it off. Take this. All of that in there. Mixed in here. Might actually bring it back to the cast iron. Let's sit for a second. That one. I'll bring them like this here. But I think I might add a little bit of a slurry. Just to thicken it up. Just to sweeten it. Come on. There we go. Yeah, let me add a teeny bit of a slurry, which is going to be your cornstarch with some water. So as those are kind of sitting there, I'll kind of come back here so you guys can see. What do I want to use to build my slurry? We don't really need a lot. faster. I might use a half teaspoon just to keep it going. And it doesn't need to be like a paste, but just a little kind of milky, like a little thicker than milk is how I've always done my slurries. But with the heat. Hey, Mr. Fine Radio, how are you doing? It's going good. It's cooking up a storm per the usual. How are you though? This is my first time back in a little bit, which has been so nice. I was on a vacation, so it feels good to be back in the kitchen. It was a weird, it's like, I felt like, so I've been home for like 5-6 days now, and I haven't really felt like me that much. And so I'm like, okay, I need to make some chips. So we made tortilla chips for the salsa we have. I was like, I always have some cookies on hand. So I was like, I need to make some cookies. And then I was like, I just want a good old meal that I know I love. So that is no joke what we are up to today. Doing well. Get some more dumplings in and I'll be able to turn around. So, top dog, I do have a few more things I'm cooking, but we can start eating if you would like. I just have to fry a few more things. So if you want to come down, you can. Let's see here. Let's get a plate of some goodies. Where's my sauce? This is that dipping sauce we made. Here. Let's get our lo mein here. Our noodles, all the meats, all spaghetti. And we're gonna put a little bit of sesame seeds on top. Because sesame seeds, maybe once you fit. Well, I'm gonna start eating. I'm just waiting for stuff to fry. It's only going to be a few minutes. Okay. And you know what? I need a little greenery in here. I need a little greenery. That's not greenery. We're going to add some chives. So here is, oh my gosh. Oh, here's my main. Oh, it's so good. I haven't even eaten it, and I'm like, it's so good. All right, our dumplings we're almost done with. Good. Okay. Let's try. So I know some of the dumplings are done, so I'll bring some of them over. Now you've got a little hot. Got fun pork dumplings, and then that's that sriracha sesame oil soy sauce. Let's get some of the noodles, get a piece of shrimp, piece of pork. Oh, that's so good. Hey, Rockstar, or flamboyant Rockstar. So we made, you're kind of coming in at the end, which is fine, because now this is when I taste it. I had to make some tortilla chips, so made some tortilla chips, because we have salsa and I continue to get some made. And then we made a pork belly shrimp, like lo mein. Then I made some pork dumplings, which now we're going to try this in our sauce. Let me grab the other ones that are frying still. Guys, we are... Oh, it felt good. But how are you doing, Rockstar? Oh, and then we made cookies. The cookies will come in just a second. I made giant chocolate chip cookies. Because why not? Why not? Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, Warhawk. Thank you for lurking. I really appreciate that. Thank you for being here. So let me get the cookies. I'll show you guys the cookies real quick. Which, by the way, I think Flamboyant Rockstar, you might have been the one. I do something with anyone who's new here. I do themes usually. So I didn't do a theme because I was on vacation. If you ever have a theme or an idea, tell me what it is. And I will put it in here and then I pick it. So that's what we do next Sunday. However, I will do that as soon as I'm done trying everything and we're done eating everything. But I always have goals. And if I hit 450 followers, we are doing a Lord of the Rings menu. And you might have been my 450s. Oh my gosh, 2 followers. I'm 2 followers away. That's insane. Lord of the Rings is going to be crazy. So yes. Oh, crazy. But thank you for the follow, because I'm like 2 people away. And then I am fully going to be making Lord of the Rings, which, if you don't know, when I hit my goal streams, those are like normally a 2 to 3 hours first day streams. When I do gold streams, expect to be entertained for like 6 hours, because it's long. Okay. Ron69. Once I was doing TikTok live with my wife, like cooking a stream, then she was learning, leaning against the counter, hot back on, nothing happened, nobody got hurt, she was able to carry me perfectly. Bananas for Violet. Oh, that's crazy. That's a little wild. You know what I want to try with this though? I love this part. This is like very healthy because it's all that soy sauce. I want to try some Thai chili sauce, like sweet chili sauce, with the pork. If you guys remember, the pork dumpling has a little ginger in it too. So I really want to. And I love Thai chili sauce. So let's see how that tastes. Oh, I have to get my cookies. Cookies. Oh my gosh, that's so much better than that for me. Okay. The sauce isn't bad for the dumplings. It's a sauce I normally make. And it's soy. It's soy, it's sesame, sriracha, all that. I like sweet a little more. And I love the sweetness of this. Okay, let me pull these last guys out. I got 3 more dumplings. Can you believe how many dumplings we made, guys? So many today. Or wontons. I don't know what to call them. I'm guessing they're wontons because they use wonton wrapper. Alright, let's grab these giant freaking cookies. Oh, look at these chocolate chips. These are huge. I said I wanted really big cookies. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these things. Oh, you can't really see. That's a really bad way of showing you guys. How am I supposed to hold this so you guys can see, compared to my face, how big these things are? Oh, they got weight. They got weight. Hey, Eternals, how are you? I don't have a chef's hat. I should probably get one. I know I have my hair up so I don't get my hair everywhere, but all I have right now is the apron, which is so fun. Right? They're huge. This is like a salad plate, guys. Look at this thing. Like, compared to my hand, which I actually have pretty large hands, like, look at, that's my entire palm. The only thing that truly matters, though. Oh my gosh. Oh. Do you guys see the beauty? Chocolate chip cookies. just makes my day better. Okay. Put that to the fire, I'll just eat that. Alright, Top Dog. Calm down. Food's ready. I've already started eating, but food's ready. Oh my words. Okay, these guys are almost done. I should probably make Poppins on plate though. Because I think actually I'll make myself my own plate. Because he'll want more on that. I am going to eat a little less than that. And anybody who's new here, Top Dog is my lovely husband. He is also my moderator and a streamer as well, where I do family friendly cooking. He does variety gaming 18 and up. You'll know him right away when he walks in because the man has a beard that people can't stop talking about. But he's getting mic'd up right now. I don't think I turned it on though. They might have to turn it on.
There you go. Is it working? It's working.
Welcome, Top Dog. Guys, we'll see you in a second. I'll come around this
I
morning.
have to figure out how to put. I'm so bad at putting these mics on.
He's really bad at micing himself.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Woo! Sorry, I struggle with the mics a lot because when I'm streaming, I use a headset. So I don't have these little cool catching mics that she has. So.
Can you believe it? We're 2 people away. Oh, do I have stuff on it? I have chocolate?
Yeah, a little bit of chocolate.
We have 2 people away. 2 followers away, guys, from the Lord of the Rings menu.
Oh my god.
2 followers away. That's it. And again, if you're new, I do themed meals every single week. But then we do this special themed meal when highlights.
Yep.
My goals are hit. So follows are free.
I'm
Make sure to tell people.
Gonna need a
this.
palate cleanser.
Yeah, you're definitely need a palate cleanser.
Remember, guys, best palate cleanser, root beer.
Root beer.
Root beer.
Oh my gosh. So.
Okay. I'm starving, and this has been smelling
So good.
really
Okay.
good. The whole house smells good, guys.
Well, just dig in then.
Okay, so what is this? Is the Lao Mein?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we have in the Lao Mein?
Lo mein.
Lo Mein?
Low.
I thought it was Lao Mein.
No, it's L-O-W. Low. Like low.
You sure? Guys, what do you think? Lo Mein or Lao Mein? Which one is it?
Lao would be L-A-O. Anyways, you got
There you go.
shrimp, pork, and then a whole bunch of my soy sauce mixtures that make up like the sauce that was Jedi. Low.
Lo Mein? It's not
Make
Lao
sure
Mein.
to get, yeah, a little bit of everything.
Shrimp, a little bit of pork.
And you might want more soy sauce on it, but to me it's like perfection with just like good noodles with good meat. You love it?
That's really good.
Yes. So good. Okay. Palate cleanse. No, wait.
Don't rush me. I'm enjoying it. This is really good. Like, I would eat this any day of the week.
This is what I made when like John was in town. Remember I made all that time? This is what I made.
That's why I was like, I'm sitting here, man, I really like this. Like, we should have this for dinner. I've had this for dinner.
Yes. Yes.
This is good stuff.
And you guys, I'm kind of a crazy person. I worked years on figuring out like 4 to 5 star meals. And basically I have enough for almost 2 months, which means when I make dinner, because what I do is that's how I make my dinners, is I have these menus that I've curated, and I have 2 months worth of menus. So when Top Dog eats this, when he eats something he likes, he literally will not eat it again for 2 months, because I don't repeat stuff.
So I'm not gonna lie.
So he's like, can you just make it? I know we only had it a week ago. And I'll do it. But like a lot of times, like he's really wanted enchiladas lately.
This is really good.
Okay, so palate cleanse yourself to have some of this, which we're gonna have 2 different bites here.
So, for my dish, I'd put a little bit more of the soy sauce mixture on there, but I'm gonna do that for the whole dish for everybody.
No.
Just because I know I like it to be really, I put a little bit more, but honestly, it's really good.
It's good, isn't it? I'm gonna take this out. Okay, so this is the actual dipping sauce for these wontons.
Oh.
But I want you to dip it in and only eat half, because then the other half I want you to try with the sweet chili.
Can I not just eat one and then
No,
one?
you could.
Like,
if you're gonna eat
are we
that.
limited in how many we have?
You guys, are we limited?
Do we have enough?
Do we have enough? Does anybody want me to ship them a wonton?
I know some people right now watching that would very much want some of these wontons. I'm just saying. Okay.
So this is a soy sauce. It is heavily soy,
Okay.
sesame with sriracha.
Okay.
So it's too soy for me, but I think you'll love it. And then inside, yeah. See,
Oh.
he loves soy sauce, guys, so I knew, I was like, he's gonna love it.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Okay, so real quick though, let me just do this.
No,
Let me just do this one, then you can have the rest.
But I'll have that one with that. Okay, all right.
So I love it with this sauce.
Now, what is this sauce?
That's just the chili lime.
Okay.
Sweet chili sauce. I think with the ginger and everything. Yes. Isn't it so, like you have the same dumpling and two very different
Nice.
flavors.
This is spectacular. Paper top was.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm not even joking.
So this is the soy. I get it at Walmart, guys. Or this is that Thai sweet chili. I am not kidding you.
One is so good.
Well, and what's crazy is same exact wonton, two very different flavors
Yeah.
based on
Yeah.
the sauce.
I want both. Does that make sense? Like, I want to have a little dish with this in it, and I want a little dish with this in it, so I can just kind of like mix and match.
Right?
Kind of like when you're having Korean barbecue and you got like 3 different sauces in front of
Exactly.
you.
You have to have
I want to do the same thing because, like, I don't want just this. I also want that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, before you can finish your dinner.
oh my gosh, I'm literally gonna make a whole plate, and
as you can
I'm.
see.
Guys, once we're done here, once she's done, she's signed off, I'm making a whole plate. I'm gonna sit down and have me a meal.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I'm
This is dinner.
yeah.
This is legit dinner. All right,
All right, palate cleansed.
take a bite of the cookie. Or the chocolate chip cookie.
Now, guys, I've had Becca with Flowers chocolate chip cookies for years,
I told him I'd make them probably once a month because I'm like, I just need a chocolate chip cookie.
and I gotta tell you, these are good chocolate chip cookies. You do what she told you to do, you can make some good chocolate chip cookies.
So this is interesting because this is using the monk fruit, and I think it tastes just as good because I wanted to try it.
Oh,
So good, right?
oh, this is good.
He knows what he's biting into. when
Guys,
he has
I'm in
it.
trouble right now.
Okay.
Oh. Why did you take the cookie?
Because we're gonna eat dinner.
Well, like,
Yo, we did it.
she does this. She's like, have this absolute wonderful thing, and I take a bite. I'm like, it's so good. She goes, I know. She just takes it from me, and I'm like, why?
You hate me.
What? You love me. And then it's like a Sour Patch Kid right here. First she's sweet, then she's sour.
And then I stay sour. No, I mean, this was it. This is the meal. So.
This is a good meal. I want literally everything. And for the first time ever, guys, this is a record right now. I'm not ranking.
You're not
It's-
ranking.
It's all good. It's all top. It's all number one.
You
Like,
guys,
it's.
This is the first stream back.
There is nothing here that is clearly defined as being better as something else. It is
Yeah.
all
So good.
spectacular.
It's so good. Like I said, this is the kind of go-to thing I make when I have people who really like to eat because
Oh,
this is some food. Like you come and eat this.
And we're saving
And
this
you're-
leftovers too,
Oh,
because
yeah.
this is gonna heat up, especially this
The lo mein.
low main, not loud.
No.
Thank you, Jedi. Thank you, Becca. That'll heat up really, really well. The wontons will heat up really
Yeah, in
well.
the skillet or in the oven. You can
Cookies don't even need to heat up.
No, those you just grab from my little plate.
Yep.
Okay, before you go,
Oh,
we gotta pick the food for this week.
there's so many things in the way of me eating.
He's so hungry.
I'm down here for this entire 2.5 hours while she's cooking as the house just gradually smells better and better and better to the point where you start having trouble concentrating because it smells so good. And I'm getting hungrier. And then I come down here and she gives me little bits of food that all taste amazing and then says, you can't eat anymore. Now you have other things to do before you can eat.
Yeah. Well, guys, you
It's
know,
very stressful.
we have two things. We have to pick the theme for what next week's going to be because now we're back to our regular scheduled program. I had my 2 weeks off for vacation and now I'm back. And then we got to raid somebody. You guys know somebody that you think would be great to raid? I have a few people popped up that I think we could do as well. But you know from this side, so many of you, I appreciate you and I want to show love to another streamer. Before we do that, Top Dog, what are we doing next week?
We gotta rate. We gotta pick a theme.
Yeah, theme a raid. A raid.
Rate a theme.
Raid a theme. Theme a raid.
I'm starting to figure this out now. I'm gonna figure it out.
Alright.
All right, mixing this up real good.
Yeah.
What's your favorite number?
I don't have a favorite number.
Guys, doesn't have a favorite number?
No,
Everybody has a favorite number.
I don't. Not me. 2.
All right, count to 2.
One.
Twice.
1, 2. Okay. Next week, will join us in.
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
I'm actually, this is applicable to me outside of stream. So, you guys want to see what it is?
Do you not want me to look? Look away.
Wait, what do you guys think? This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a fun one.
All right.
All right.
My
Are you ready?
name-
This is gonna be a fun meal.
What am I planning a menu for
You have
this week?
so many characters
Oh, no.
that are so unique from each
No.
other that you really have you have more options than things you can make on stream.
Okay. What am I
Ready?
making? Yeah.
And drum roll.
Oh my gosh. X-Men.
X-Men.
X-Men. What am I gonna do?
You have a lot
All
of
right, X-Men. I do.
I'll help you out with the characters too.
Options. I got options. All.
Because the characters have different
will
powers, they have different color
figure it out.
themes, they have different backgrounds, like they're from different parts of the world.
Yeah.
You really have
I have options.
however angle she wants to do this, she can do it. There's a lot of options here.
Yeah. So, okay, X-Men. We're gonna do X-Men next time, guys. I cannot believe it. Okay, let's raid because Top Dog, literally, you guys see him right now. He's getting more food.
I'm
We gotta eat
hungry.
dinner.
It smells so good.
And
It
then
tastes so
continue on with our week. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna see. Let's play here. I kind of want to go to somebody. I have a few people in food or drink on my list already that we've obviously
good. Is this what I pour on it?
done.
Becca? Is this what I pour on it?
No, you pour nothing. All the sauce is already on it.
But there's no look, there's only chives here.
That's
I have to
because.
put chives on it?
And you have to put sesame seeds on it.
Oh,
Look
guys,
how
I almost just
crazy it is.
poured a pot of oil.
Yeah, he almost just poured the oil that we had.
I almost ruined it.
Okay. Oh, look, here you go. We got a guy that says the Viking beard.
What first started?
He is a cook, the Viking beard.
like
Let's raid him. Again, I don't know if he's family friendly, so I just like to raid.
Share some love.
And if you guys can, if you're like, oh, I can't be here or I need to leave, like I do understand, but if you guys can be a part of it, it is awesome. So I thank you. Just show up for 5 seconds and leave if you need to, but definitely give the love. I thank you guys. I missed you guys. I'm so excited to be back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, 2 weeks. The next week, X-Men. X-Men.
X-Men.
I'm gonna do the one I grew up with, you guys. All right. Absolutely had fun with you guys today. I will see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Idea of like getting a repository of recipes every month that wouldn't be terrible for us.